guys. So it's actually the end of our weekend. We were here for the Star Wars half marathon weekend, the Rival Run, and it was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yep. So
I agree.
It was. So we got in Friday, and this golf cart that's about to go by us is going to be really loud.
Get ready.
Yep. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, he's actually checking the trash. This is awkward. So anyways, we got in Friday, and we are staying at Coronado. Let's see some of the rooms behind us. Alright guys, so we just got up to our room at Coronado Springs. We were in the Ranchos rooms. This whole hotel was recently renovated, and they're also adding the tower, which we'll show you later. But I am super impressed with this room. Katie, what do you think?
It's great.
Yeah.
It looks lovely.
Yeah, so you can see we have the desk and the TV here. It's all one big area. This is a big convention hotel. So it's kind of set up a little more businessy, but I really like the little workstation they have here with the desk. I think that's way nicer than like the desk that they put in the corner.
Oh yeah.
And then you can see we have the king bedroom. So we have one big bed in the room. And then there's two very large side tables. I'm about to sneeze. Oh, sorry. But yeah, and then there's a ton of lighting in this room, too.
It's very bright, yeah. Which would make sense if people were like working in the rooms, yeah.
Yeah, and you see there's a light on each side of the table, a light above the bed. There's one above me now, and then also one on the fan. This room has a fan, which is pretty cool. Not many hotel rooms on Disney property have a fan. I can't think of any others off the top of our head.
I don't know.
But I think that's very cool. Anyways, though, so you can see Katie sitting on the comfy chair. Is it comfy?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it swivels, so she says. And then we have some art that's Three Amigos themed. We have an actual Keurig rather than the other, I don't know what that other brand is that they do in the like lower hotels.
Flat pod.
Yeah, the not a Keurig, like cheaper option. But yeah, and then they have Joffrey's tea roast with that and whatnot. Then up above we have the ice bucket and cups and whatnot. See the TV. And then in front of us we have two big like barn doors that open up into the bathroom area. There's two sinks. You can see, look at that. Then the bath lotions and all of that. The big light all around the mirror. And then the bathroom. Pretty standard for kind of the new style of room that they've been doing. You have the big walk-in shower. And then the bottles of the H2O rather than the small little ones. Which is fine. And then I do always like they have these like waterfall shower heads, which are always pretty cool. Yeah, you can see. Oop. Curtain, we are on the first floor, which is fine. I actually probably prefer it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our room. We're gonna have another video where we do like a full review of the resort. But in terms of the race weekend, it was an awesome resort, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it worked really well. I thought that, well, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, I know where you're going. But yeah, so we went to the expo Thursday, so we didn't have to go back to the expo at all this weekend, which was pretty nice. I did go to Epcot for a little bit on Friday. Basically walked in, took a lap around World Showcase and left. Just met some friends there.
I went to bed.
She did go to bed, which was not a bad option. But I had gotten back to the resort probably about 8:30 or so, and then I was in bed by 9, so still not terrible. But we had the morning of the 10K, so I think we were up at like I think I had my alarm set for
2:45.
2:45. Yeah. We got up and going. These resorts do have actual Keurigs, which is pretty nice.
Yes. Just good
so
to know if you like have a certain kind of coffee you want, you can just bring it. And we were fine with the coffee they gave us though, so.
Yeah, and it's decent coffee. It's Joffrey's
it's
Keurig cups. So yeah, it was pretty good. But yeah, we did that. I think for breakfast we had that, bagels, I had a Cliff Bar, and I think that was it for the 10K.
Yeah.
And then we, so around, this resort's pretty big. It circles around like a smaller lake. So they have different bus stop stations all around in the different areas, and the RunDisney buses actually come through to those buses. So I think we walked out and we waited maybe 5-10 minutes for a bus on Saturday.
I think we got the first bus because I think they started running at 3:30, and that was about when we walked out there. So it worked well for Saturday. Sunday was a bit different, but we'll get there.
Yeah. But we got there. I had ran over the course a little bit in the expo video, but this course started in the Magic Kingdom parking lot and then basically ran to Epcot. We'll talk more about that as we get into the run. But we got there.
We got there early.
Yeah, we were really early.
Yeah.
Which is always fine. I don't usually
the
mind.
Time passes by pretty quickly. Even like I'm always in the later corrals. Even then, it's not terrible. Of a wait, so it's worse when it's cold, and it was not cold this weekend, so it made
it was a warm
it made
weekend.
It a little bit better, at least for the waiting, not so much the running, but
yeah, but it was pretty cool. So they had a lot of cool characters at the start that they didn't have anywhere else. However, those lines are always really long at the start line.
Did they not do it? I don't ever see the characters, but I always thought, like, with the way they were announcing it, that the characters at the start were also at the finish. Is that not right?
Some of them were, but they had the sand people at the start. And I think...
the sand people or the traders?
No, they had the sand people at the start. Because we kept hoping that they would either be at the finish or on the race, and we never saw them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, which was fine. Like I said, I wasn't going to wait in the line in the morning to get pictures with them. But yeah,
we got important things to do in the morning.
Yeah.
Like go to the bathroom.
Yeah, basically, it's about the one thing I do. But we got to our corrals. I was in Corral A for the 10K.
I was in E.
E. Yeah, I thought it was fine. How about you?
The corral, it was fine. They have a good DJ that's out there usually. They tend to do the same thing every year, though.
It's like every race is like the same
race.
sequence.
And
yeah.
I don't know if it's like that's the music that they've paid for. I don't know. But it's usually fun still. But I mean, it is like the same songs and the same spiel and everything. So
yeah.
But it keeps you entertained for a little bit. The only thing that happened to us, I don't know if it happened to you, on the 10K day, the speakers were, I don't know if they were near us or just our speakers were turned up so loud. It literally, people were like, including myself, holding our ears because it was so loud. And then eventually it was like they just turned the speaker off because then we couldn't hear like anything.
Oh, no, that's weird. No, we didn't have that problem.
We didn't have that problem. I think maybe we were just near a speaker and it was just like pointed.
So loud, yeah.
Yeah, but people were complaining, especially he played like, there was like, it was before the DJ got up and started his spiel. They were playing kind of like these like remixed Star Wars songs. It had very, very heavy bass and it didn't go well for anyone.
No, I don't
only
remember
complaint.
any of that.
My only complaint about my corral was the music was too loud. But maybe I'm just an old person.
That's fine. But yeah, it was good. We got up and started the race. I did not stop for characters. Basically, last minute, me and my buddy Steven, who I run with, decided that we were going to try kind of hard for the 10K. He did much better than I did because I'm not like not trained, but I don't have enough speed right now to be able to keep that pace. But it still went well. So we did not stop for characters for the 10K, but it was honestly still most of the same stuff that we've seen at past races.
Well, and the characters at the 10K were the same ones they had at the half.
Yeah.
So, and
which we did stop
so,
for.
Which I guess it's kind of nice if you're more advanced like you guys are, so you could all outrun one and not the other and still get your character pictures, I guess.
Or if you're just doing one or the other races, I could see that.
Yeah. But it was funny because I remember after the 10K being like, oh, they had like a lot of good characters out there. And then after the half, I was like, they didn't have anyone new. It's just the same ones. So it was like good for the 10K, but kind of disappointing for the half, even though it was the exact same stuff.
Yeah, so right at the beginning, at like the first half a mile, they had Ray out, which is pretty cool. That's
cool.
a new character that we haven't seen during the races. It's like an actual
Like
Ray,
a
not like a
Disney
cosplayer.
Ray, not a cosplay Ray, yeah.
And that was cool. She had like her own stage, and it was a face character. She actually had lines and stuff that she would say out to everyone, which was pretty cool. I don't
you
know.
Could, like take selfies with her, yeah.
Yeah, they had a photo pass person there too.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, and then after that, right after that, they had some of the 501st Legion there, who are they basically come and volunteer, but they're like Star Wars cosplayers essentially.
So it looks like they let them park at the auto care center outside of Magic Kingdom.
Right, that's
and
right where they were.
Over,
yeah.
Over to the road, and they had a lot of people there. It was really nice.
I thought every place they were, there was at least like 15 to 20 of them.
Yeah.
And they're always cool because you get some like either non-canon characters or like homebrew characters, different Mandalorians and stuff, and then even their
stuff.
Yep, even their actual costumes that are like from canon characters is pretty cool too.
Yeah,
they're usually
cool.
pretty accurate, and they're usually into it too. They're a lot of fun. I always enjoy like having them there.
Yeah. So and then for the 10K, we just ran on the road for a little bit. They had some screens set up. They'll set up screens and play scenes from movies. I know they had at least one, maybe two.
I think it was only one.
Okay.
Because we...
Oh, it was the one screen, and then there is a part where you have to kind of go up an overpass, and they had the Resistance, like, face characters there.
Yeah.
Which, like, are just, like...
And the Long World Drive, too, they had Ewoks.
Oh, yes.
They were in that, like, center patch where I think in other races, usually Jack Sparrow is there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
But they had the Ewok scene there.
I believe the 10K had a one of the little like vehicle things like you could stand on.
Oh yeah, one of the little speed bikes.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think that was almost before you get in Epcot though. Wasn't that up after you get over the overpass?
It's a couple miles. I mean, for all the stuff to be in. They had a good amount of stuff out on that road. I thought.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. And it's early in the race, so it went by pretty quick, honestly. You basically go through 4 miles of, like, just highway before you get into the park. That was one thing that kind of stinks. You used to run for the Star Wars 10K. You would run all the way down to Hollywood and then run through Hollywood and Epcot.
Yeah, you do Hollywood, Boardwalk, Epcot, which is very similar to the half as well. Because all of the Star Wars stuff for Disney is in Hollywood, but even I think for every year we've done it, even though the Star Wars stuff is in Hollywood, it's never
get to go by it.
It's never run through Star Wars in the entire time, so it doesn't. If people ever had a complaint about that, I mean, they would like bring characters and have characters stand there, but you're not going through the Star Wars area.
Yeah, one year they had like Kylo up on the stage, which was pretty cool.
Year, yeah, but they could have set up a stage and put him anywhere. Like,
true,
it didn't have to be in Hollywood. Although they did have in Hollywood. I don't know if they were there when you were there, because when I went through, the park had just opened. Oh wait, we're getting to the half. Hold on, hold that thought. I'll get back to that. I'm skipping ahead.
But yeah, so we got into Epcot. I'm trying to think. Was there a character right in there? There usually is, right when you get into the backstage. Darth Maul was there. Another character who wasn't new. Oh, and at the there's a point where you have to make a U-turn when you go from Epcot Center Drive onto the to get into the Epcot area. They had the Emperor's throne. Just another one that they always have out.
There was an area right before Epcot as well where they had stormtroopers.
Yep, I do recall that.
Yeah. Oh wait, was it before? They had stormtroopers in Epcot. They had stormtroopers in France during my 10K.
I don't I don't remember if we had that or not.
I do remember that because I remember thinking, oh, the stormtroopers, I'll take in over France. Like, it was funny because they did not match. Like, if anywhere, that did not match, like, the theming, but they were still there, so.
No, I don't. When we ran through Epcot, I don't think there were any, like, characters for the most part. But you go in Epcot
They
and...
had the, right before you entered Epcot as well, the girl and the pilot from the cartoon.
Rebels. Yes, you're right. It was right there at the bus stations.
Yes.
They had the Rebels characters.
Yeah. So I think it was them, and then...
and then Darth Maul was like right after that.
Chewbacca was inside there too, because I was running with a group of 3 people, and we saw the line. One of them ran ahead and then came back really excited and was like, "It's Chewbacca," and they all got in line. So that was right after you got by the bus, because it was right backstage. So maybe Darth Maul was...
I thought I remembered Darth Maul, but I just may not remember where he was. I thought I remember seeing him, though.
Maybe he was in Epcot? I think he was in Epcot.
Was he?
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking, I think yes, he was in Epcot. He was up against the water. They had a backdrop for him over to the side. I think I mixed up him and the Chewbacca.
But yeah.
Because today, for the half, he was on the outside.
He was
on the outside for today. I do remember that.
But
okay.
we,
So I had a couple of people inside for
a few.
For Epcot. Which I'm surprised they did because of the theming. Usually they're they like people to have.
I mean, to be fair, they blast Star Wars music all through Epcot, which isn't...
Yeah, that's true.
But one of my favorite parts, though.
Yes, I love that.
But yeah, so you go in Epcot, you go in the back around the right, and you go around the seas, and you basically go in there right by Spaceship Earth, essentially, and then you run up towards the Fountain of Nations, and you cut a quick right, like you're going towards the land, and you make a really weird, like, loop. So
like half dog bone.
Yeah, but you looped over around the seas, past the land, and then past Figment, and you went back into the tunnel to go towards Fountain of Nations.
But you did say yesterday that running through that tunnel was one of your favorite parts.
No, that was not the part I was talking about.
That tunnel is where the cool air was.
Oh no, there was a different part where I thought there was
a really
cool air.
nice breeze coming through that tunnel from the Innovations.
But yeah,
Continue.
but then you basically run all the way down to World Showcase, and you got a full loop around World Showcase, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I always enjoy
Yesterday
it.
I didn't mind the loop around World Showcase. Today I was like, this loop is way too long and they should shorten it. Because I was tired today. Yesterday I was feeling really good.
Yeah. It was hot today and yesterday. But we went all the way around World Showcase, and they had Star Wars music, and they had the photo pass people and whatnot. And then you came all the way back up the center, and you go out that right. Well, I guess if you're looking at Spaceship Earth from the front, it's the left side. But when you're running, you go out the right.
And they always have 501st out there, too.
Yep, 501st was out there. That's always where the last mile sign is. So you had the mile 6 marker. And then you go outside the park and you run basically up the parking lot, up one of the paths, and you finish.
Yep.
And that's cool. The medal's cool.
Yes.
I did not realize it until Katie pointed it out to me, but the medal, because this race was Boba Fett and Han Solo themed rivals, and she had pointed out that the medal is the same shape as the medal that Han gets.
I think so. I'm like 99.
I think you're right.
No. I'm taking it back.
Well, the point was that she said that the medal was the same shape as the one that he gets at the end of A New Hope.
I could be wrong. Now I'm thinking his was more round and had a weird top.
Well, you said it, and I shared the information, so...
With who? Like right now?
Right now.
Okay, well, continue talking. I'm going to look up what shape his medal is.
Okay. But...
Share more about our day.
Yeah, so we got our medals. You go through the chute, and you get your... water and your Powerade and your snack box and whatnot. I don't think I opened either of my snack boxes, to be honest.
You opened one because you said you ate some pretzels.
That one was already open in the room.
because you always get a snack bag at each race. I guess you don't have to take it,
No.
but we never eat. They've gotten worse, so we eat less.
That's what I feel like too, and there's almost never
They don't give
anything
you-
like sweet anymore in
Yeah,
it.
they used to give you Oreos, which is great.
Yeah.
Now they don't give you Oreos anymore. Remember the one year we had goldfish?
Goldfish are
That was a
good.
great year.
But after that, I had a little bit of time waiting because Katie was still running. So I went and I did pictures with characters, and at the finish line, they had K2SO, which was a little.
That's cool.
He was a statue though.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was like gonna be something.
No, everyone like hyped it up. They're like, "Oh yeah, like K2SO, like
No, I'm wrong.
super cool." And
I'm
oh,
like
yeah.
really wrong.
yeah, it's a circle.
I'm just making stuff
Disregard
up now.
that. It's the same
He
color
really
though.
believed me that
I
it is
did.
the same color. So.
But anyways, so they had K2SO, but he was basically just like a statue with some light up lights for his eyes. So that was a little underwhelming. And then they had the Ewok, and the Ewok was hilarious. He was super into being there. He was like dancing and stuff.
Yay.
So that was a lot of fun. And then they had the Jabba the Hutt scene, which is okay.
Just
It's
a
like,
statue, right?
yeah, it's a statue. It's really impressive looking because it's huge.
It looks good in the picture, I thought.
Yeah, and then they had Kylo Ren, Boba Fett, and then Darth Vader all in the end there.
They didn't have any like light side.
No, that's what was a little
I guess
disappointing.
it's hard to do the face characters though, because so they had Rey. I've never seen them do a face character Luke or Leia or anything.
I mean, they used to do them for like the parades and the Star Wars weekends in Hollywood. I feel like they should.
They could probably
Like, they bring out
could work it out.
All like think for Princess, they bring out like all the princes and stuff, and sometimes they have to like cast for those or
yeah, but I
retype
think
people
it's
for
easier
them.
to cast for cartoons than live action.
I don't care. For being rival run themed, it
There
was
weren't a lot.
it was mostly dark side. Really, I think Rey was the only light side character that we saw. Other than like
That's
the
like a
Rebels.
canon
Yeah.
thing, yeah, you're right. Actually, they didn't even have like a C-3PO.
Yeah, no.
They did have a BB-8.
Oh,
At the
BB-8 was
beginning.
one of the scenes at the end too. And the BB-8's kind of cool because every once in a while it moves around. But it took me a while to realize that. Like, I didn't realize it until after the half that he moved.
That's funny.
Because it's kind of that far between.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, by the time I finish the race, I don't hang around. I just want to go shower. So we didn't hang out much after I finished.
Yeah. How was the race for you overall, though?
It was great. No, I felt really good during it, and my time was really good. I don't stop for like characters and such, but I always enjoy seeing them.
Mm.
Usually, like, find people to talk to and chit chat with, which is fun. But no, overall, I thought the 10K was really, really fun. The course, while the first part was a little like, I don't even want to say it was boring because I had so much stuff out there, but like just being on the road. But it seemed to work out okay as far as like reducing crowding, which can be a big problem when you start out in the back. But for the 10K, I thought it spread out pretty well.
Right. That's a good thought. I thought, as the 10K courses go, probably not my favorite one. In fact, probably one of my least favorites, to be honest. If it still ran through Hollywood and we did all that, I would say one of my favorites.
Yeah, I feel like, I know, okay, so I feel like since it just ran through Epcot, I would have liked it better if it then started and stopped in Epcot. But I understand why they don't, because they want to keep the start and the finish in the same spot for both days.
For the races, yeah.
So I get it, but I probably wouldn't have minded as much, because the out and back you do when you do the 10K from Epcot then lets you go around the boardwalk.
Yeah.
which I think that's because I like that part so much usually. So since we didn't get to do that, that was kind of a bummer. I think that usually makes it less road time. It gives you like another mile not on the road, whereas we didn't have that this time.
Yeah, because usually when it's the Epcot course, you hit 3.1 right before you go into the back entrance.
So
and even that's
half.
cool. Yeah, it's half outside and half inside. And even that's cool because, like, the back entrance, you can see kind of behind the scenes cast member stuff.
Yeah, that's fun.
But yeah, and then...
But the race, like, I felt good for the race itself, and my times were actually pretty good for me, so...
I had felt okay. I still ran a decent time.
It was pretty, I mean, we definitely felt the heat more today, but it was still pretty hot and humid yesterday, so I think people felt that a little bit.
Yeah, well, and I had went out pretty fast. I think my first 2 miles were like just over 6 minutes, and then I just couldn't hold that. And if I had probably just like held back, I could have easily gone faster overall. But I just went out too quick. But that was okay. It was still fine. I did fine.
You did great. Are you gonna share your results?
Well, I don't remember my time or anything, so no.
Oh, but you know your place?
Yes, I did get 4th in my age group, which gets a plaque, which is cool. Plaques.
I don't know what I got because I didn't look. I'm not going to. It'll be a couple thousand up there. But, yeah. So then after that, we came back and we grabbed some breakfast at the quick service here at Coronado. I think it was okay. You had like a bowl, breakfast bowl.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I did miss, they don't have like just the regular bounty platter that's like a little bit of everything here that they have at all the other quick services. So it was a little weird, but still fine.
Yeah. And then I had I just got like a breakfast sandwich, like an egg and cheese breakfast sandwich, which like normally would be like on like a bagel or a croissant, but it was like
it was on a hamburger
bun. On a hamburger bun, and I didn't like that combo. So it came with some like hash brown potatoes, so I just made that my bun.
Buns. And
after that, it tasted really good. So I will definitely be selling this idea to anyone who wants it for like $5, and then I get it some coffee. And then we did all the showering. Did
rested.
We take a nap?
We did.
We did take a nap, and then we went to Magic.
Yep, we hung out in Magic for a couple hours. Didn't do too much. We had lunch at Casey's Corner.
I felt like we did a lot.
We had lunch at Casey's Corner, and then we got coffee at Joffrey's. We rode People Mover, Philhar Magic. I think we just walked around and ended up getting Dole Whip, and then we sat and talked for like an hour and a half until our Pirates Fast Pass.
And then we went to Pirates. And then we came back, grabbed some dinner. That was probably the only meal I was really kind of... Didn't taste bad, but I was a little disappointed.
Oh, I was extremely upset with that meal.
You were hangry, though.
I really wasn't hangry, though.
No, we, so, like, before a half, we like to do, like, a pasta or something, carby. And most of the resorts we stayed at have, like, a build-your-own pasta bowl or just some kind of pasta option. And they had that here. But here it was $13. It was $12.99, $13.
And it was just pasta and sauce.
Pasta and sauce and a tiny portion, I thought, of just pasta and sauce.
Yeah.
And it was probably about the same amount of pasta that you would get at, like, Art of Animation when you do build your own, but then you can put chicken.
Yeah, you can get protein and veggies and stuff.
So he actually went back after we ate that and got like a kid's...
Yeah, I got a kid's cheeseburger meal because I felt like I wanted like protein or something.
I mean, this was gonna pretty much be what you ran on today, so...
Yeah,
so
that was real annoying.
It tasted fine. It tasted
tasted like pasta and sauce.
But that can be bad sometimes. I've had it where it didn't taste great. So it tasted fine, but it wasn't good for the money.
No.
But after that, we went back to the room and pretty much just went to bed. We were pretty tired.
Yeah, we were in bed by like 8 o'clock, right?
We were in bed before 8 because I had to get up at 8 and take my medicine. Because I have to take my medicine at 8 o'clock. We had lights off and everything, and I was like, oh, I have to get up. And then I went back, and then we fell asleep.
Yeah.
And then we woke up bright and early this morning. Dark and early, really.
Yep.